Raymond William Stacey Burr was born on May 21st, 1917, in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, the eldest of 3 children born to William Johnston Burr, a hardware salesman, and Minerva Burr Namath, a gifted pianist and music teacher. When Burr was still young, his parents divorced, and he relocated with his mother and siblings to California, beginning a childhood marked by frequent moves and constant adjustment. These early disruptions shaped Burr's inner life, fostering a quiet resilience and emotional depth that would later surface in his performances. He attended San Rafael Military Academy, where discipline and structure contrasted sharply with the uncertainty of his home life. Though he briefly studied at institutions including Stanford University and the University of California, Berkeley, his education was unconventional and often interrupted. Ultimately, Burr found his true calling at the Pasadena Playhouse, a prestigious training ground for actors, where he developed his commanding voice, physical presence, and emotional control, tools that would define his career for decades. Discovering his voice as an actor, at the Pasadena Playhouse, Raymond Burr began shaping the foundation of his craft, standing out for his authority on stage and his ability to convey layered emotion with restraint. Teachers and peers recognized his seriousness, discipline, and willingness to study character psychology in depth. Burr approached acting not as a path to fame, but as a vocation requiring precision and respect for storytelling. His physical stature and deep voice initially set him apart, yet he worked tirelessly to avoid becoming typecast even before Hollywood noticed him. During this period, Burr also worked as a teacher at the Playhouse, mentoring younger actors and reinforcing his own understanding of performance through instruction. His time there sharpened his instincts and gave him confidence to enter the competitive world of film. Though his early career would bring challenges and limitations, the Playhouse years grounded Burr in technique rather than ego, allowing him to endure setbacks without abandoning his artistic standards. This disciplined beginning shaped the professional integrity that followed him throughout his career. Hollywood and the film noir years. Raymond Burr entered Hollywood during the 1940s, a time when film noir dominated American cinema, and his imposing build and intense gaze quickly led casting directors to place him in antagonistic roles. He appeared in numerous crime dramas, including Pitfall and Raw Deal in 1948, delivering performances that were forceful yet carefully controlled. Burr brought intelligence and subtlety to characters that could easily have been one-dimensional, giving villains emotional weight and credibility. His most famous film role came in Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, 1954, where he portrayed Lars Thorwald, a quiet, unsettling figure whose menace lay in stillness rather than overt violence. Despite limited dialogue, Burr's presence anchored the film's tension. While these roles built his reputation, they also restricted his opportunities, as Hollywood struggled to see beyond his physicality. Still, Burr treated every role with seriousness and discipline, believing that even the darkest characters deserved truth and complexity. His commitment elevated the genre and left a lasting impression on audiences. Breaking through with Perry Mason, Raymond Burr's career changed forever in 1957 when he was cast as Perry Mason, the principal defense attorney at the center of CBS's groundbreaking legal drama. The role demanded intellectual authority, moral clarity, and emotional restraint, qualities Burr possessed in abundance. Over 9 seasons and 271 episodes, he transformed Perry Mason into a symbol of justice, reason, and fairness at a time when television was shaping America's moral imagination. Burr's performance was defined not by theatrics, but by calm certainty and quiet conviction. He delivered complex legal arguments with clarity, making courtroom drama accessible and compelling to millions of viewers. His portrayal earned him 2 Emmy Awards in 1959 and 1961 and established him as one of television's most trusted figures. Burr approached the role with deep responsibility, aware that audiences looked to Mason not just for entertainment, but reassurance. Even decades later, the character remains a benchmark for legal dramas, and Burr's interpretation continues to define the genre. Continuing the legacy beyond the original series. After Perry Mason ended in 1966, Raymond Burr remained closely associated with the character, eventually returning to the role in a series of television movies beginning in 1985. Over the next 8 years, Burr appeared in 26 Perry Mason films, introducing the character to a new generation of viewers. Despite declining health in later years, Burr insisted on maintaining the integrity of the role, adjusting scripts and production schedules when necessary without compromising quality. His dedication reflected both his respect for the audience and his deep personal connection to the character. These films allowed Burr to age naturally into the role, presenting Mason as seasoned, thoughtful, and unwavering in his pursuit of truth. Rather than relying on nostalgia alone, Burr treated the revival as a continuation of meaningful storytelling. His performances retain the calm authority that had defined the original series, proving that strong character work transcends time. The success of these films reaffirmed Burr's enduring appeal and professional discipline, redefining representation with Ironside. In 1967, Raymond Burr once again reshaped television history with Ironside, portraying Chief Robert T. Ironside, a police detective who uses a wheelchair after being shot in the line of duty. At a time when disability was rarely portrayed with dignity on screen, Burr brought intelligence, authority, and humanity to the role. Ironside was neither pitied nor diminished by his physical condition. Instead, he was portrayed as sharp, commanding, and deeply effective. Burr approached the role with sensitivity, ensuring the character's disability was integrated realistically rather than sensationalized. The series ran for 8 seasons and became a landmark in inclusive storytelling. Burr's performance challenged assumptions about strength and leadership, showing that physical limitations do not define capability. Audiences responded strongly, and the show expanded conversations about representation long before such discussions became common in the industry. Through Ironside, Burr demonstrated once again that his influence extended beyond entertainment into cultural progress. Personal life and private devotion. Raymond Burr was famously private, carefully separating his public image from his personal life. His brief marriage to actress Isabella Ward in 1948 ended in divorce several years later, and he never remarried. In the early 1960s, Burr formed a lifelong partnership with Robert Benavides, an actor and Korean War veteran whom he met while working on Perry Mason. Their relationship was rooted in loyalty, mutual respect, and shared values rather than public recognition. Benavides eventually shifted his career toward production consulting, working on many of the Perry Mason television movies. Together, the couple pursued quieter passions, including orchid cultivation and later a vineyard in California's Dry Creek Valley. These ventures reflected Burr's love of nature and desire for stability away from Hollywood. While Burr guarded his privacy closely, those who knew him described him as deeply loyal, generous, and committed to those he trusted. His personal life, though understated, was marked by enduring partnership and devotion, generosity, discipline, and quiet humanity. Beyond acting, Raymond Burr was known for his philanthropy and discipline. He supported children's hospitals, wildlife conservation efforts, and educational causes, often donating quietly without publicity. Burr also cultivated rare orchids and contributed to botanical research, reflecting a meticulous patience that mirrored his acting approach. Though serious in demeanor, friends recalled his dry humor and generosity toward colleagues in need. Burr held himself to exacting standards, sometimes appearing reserved or distant, but this stemmed more from professionalism than severity. He believed deeply in preparation, loyalty, and accountability, values shaped by his early life and sustained throughout his career. Even when Hollywood trends shifted, Burr remained consistent, choosing roles that aligned with his principles rather than chasing novelty. His sense of responsibility to his work, his audience, and his personal commitments defined his reputation among those who worked closely with him. Final years, an enduring legacy. Raymond Burr continued working well into his 70s, even as kidney cancer weakened his health. Determined to honor his commitments, he completed several Perry Mason films under difficult physical conditions, demonstrating remarkable resolve. He passed away on September 12, 1993, at his home in Sonoma County, California, with Robert Benavides by his side. Tributes poured in from across the entertainment industry, celebrating not only his iconic roles, but his professionalism and quiet generosity. Burr left his estate to Benavides, ensuring the continuation of the life they built together. Today, Burr's legacy lives on through enduring reruns of Perry Mason, the cultural significance of Ironside, and the generations of actors inspired by his discipline and restraint. He remains remembered as an actor who brought dignity to authority, compassion to strength, and intelligence to every role. Raymond Burr's influence endures, not through spectacle, but through integrity, humanity, and lasting craft.